Watch me on Kick, dude. What are you doing? Howdy. I hope everybody's Sunday was wonderful. Mine was pretty good. I got to hang out, you know what I mean? Watch TV. I actually got to watch something without having to, sit there and talk about it. I was dead ass silent while I was watching that shit. Hey, Poppy, or Papa, oh, son, hey, beautiful, what's going on, boys? All right, Mike, what'd you get me for my birthday? Dude, I didn't know it was your birthday, but happy birthday, brother. And I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day, dude. I hope it started off good. I hope it ends good. And it's going to go hard. Guess who added me on Snap? Who? Sorry I missed your YouTube stream, Bubba. I didn't have notifications on your main page, just clips. Oh! Michael's going to give me cuddles for my birthday. I don't know if you boys have noticed or not. I'm a hermit. I don't leave my house, dude. I can't cuddle nobody. No, man, I take Cash App or Venmo. Oh, just kidding. Shit. The most beautiful and sexy trooper in the server. So you talking about O Jones, oh son. What up, oh son? What's going on, brother? Michael gonna throw it back for my birthday. Hell no, dude. I don't like I said, I don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm a hermit, dude. I'm one of them dudes that I've found that I can't get in trouble if I'm in my house all the time. Won't nobody be fucking with me if I'm in here all the time. Does that make sense? I mean, I touch grass on Sundays. I'm like an inmate in solitary. I get one day. I touch grass on Sundays. Yes, sir. Michael gonna get that old meat honey. Ugh. I actually have a video. I don't know when it comes out, but it's got meat honey on the on the thumbnail. I need a pic of Mike in a red thong to put on my dash. I'll put my character from RP in a red thong and take a picture of him and send it to you. Oh, hell no. I can't even repeat that one. But that sounds like a terrible birthday party. Sounds like whenever I spent time with, what's his face? What's that damn dude's name, man? What's his fucking name, dude? I cannot believe I forgot his name. I don't ever listen to the guy. He's not that important to me. What's his fucking name, dude? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. What's his name, bro? Same. I'm trying to make a little bit of land pay for my house so far. A lot of work and no money. But we working on LMAO. That's how it feels to stream on Kick. What's that fucking guy's name? He's a motherfucker that sings that song, I don't always wake up in the morning. Oh, wait. I don't know if that's how it actually goes or not. Morgan Wallen. Yeah, there you go. That sounds like the time I spent time with Morgan Wallen, and it was terrible. It ain't happening again. What's on the agenda for today? Oh, no. Still trying to figure it out. Oh, but when I get lonely, I do. Can't believe I forgot his fucking name, dude. We hung out with that guy for like, I want to say 4 hours in Nashville, and it got wild, oh son. 6. How about that video I sent you yesterday Have you met Tyler Childers? I have not met Tyler Childers. I've met his wife. Me and Billy talked to his wife. Morgan Freeman would be fun to do a little toot with. Oh my God. 7. Get out of my face, winners. Man, fuck Nashville. That's how I feel. I can't stand hanging out down there, dude. I don't always wake up in the morning, take a bump when I'm yawning. Oh, but when I get lonely, I do. I used to shoot ball with him at the community center back in the day. That's cool, dude. I've not met him personally. Like I said, I met his wife. Said some strange things to his wife. Talking about, I bet he smells like honey. She looked freaked out. As far as it goes. I met Jelly Roll. He was a good dude. I'm with you. Too many people in Nashville. Fuck that. I can't stand Nashville, dude. It's just too much going on for me, man. I'd rather be in a smaller town and hang out there. And I know people would laugh at me if I was like, oh, Nashville's a big city, because they're like, well, clearly you ain't never been to New York. No, I fucking haven't, okay? That's why I hate big cities, because I've been to Nashville. And if I hate Nashville, I'm going to hate New York. I'm going to hate L.A. I'm going to hate Miami. I'm not going to a bigger city than that, because I fucking hate Nashville. Simple as that, dude. Alan, why we on sync today? Yeah, so Joshua, that video that you sent me, how long is that video, if you don't mind me asking? I try not to watch anything that's like over 20 minutes with y'all, because just like me, I'm sure you guys can have a short attention span on certain things. And I don't want to bore anybody. I'm not saying the video you sent was boring. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, though, is like, even though there's videos that I like that are like well over 20 minutes, I'm talking about like up in like 60-minute range. You know what I mean? I wouldn't force y'all to watch that, because I believe 15 minutes. That's fine. 15 minutes is perfect. And like also too, if I watch like more of like 15-minute videos, because we'll take a 15-minute video. Dude, I took a 5-minute video and turned it into a 30-minute video when I uploaded it to YouTube. That's how much I flap my fucking jaws, dude. I cannot help myself. So if I take a video that's a fucking hour, and we, like, let's say hypothetically we were to sit here and we were to watch a video for an hour, that motherfucker, when I uploaded it, would be a 3-hour-long video. And nobody would watch that shit, dude. We literally sent the same thing, the same time, 3 different times. Every time somebody came to visit me in California from Alabama, wanted to see San Francisco and LA and shit. I hate them places. Dude, I couldn't imagine going to one of them places, dude. I can't. You know, it's not even that big, man. I don't even like Branson, Missouri. I was over in Branson, Missouri. I was like, hell no. I never went back. St. Louis. I don't like St. Louis. I don't like Lexington. Don't like Louisville. I'm trying to think of some other. I definitely don't like Dallas, Texas. I don't like Austin, Texas. I don't like Houston, Texas. I've been all in and out of all them places, and hell no, dude. That places ain't for me. I was gonna try to wait it out for the iPhone 18 to come out to upgrade. Well, I can't anymore. Oh, I'm trying to flap them butters, Hoshan. Oh, hell no. I think you would love Nebraska, probably because there ain't a goddamn thing out there. Dirt roads, no one for miles. Boo. I hate big cities. I hate Shreveport. People from Houston consider that a small town, but to me, that's a city. I went to... I'm trying to think of where else I've been. Oh, Atlanta? Georgia? Fuck no. Hell no, dude. Atlanta, Georgia was way too much. Fuck that. We got invited to go to New York once before. I'm pretty sure it was like Manhattan, New York, and I was like, absolutely not. I'm not going. Atlanta is a scam. The whole damn place. And I've been through quite a few more cities. One of the places I will never go, you will never see me there, is Chicago, Illinois. I will never step foot in Chicago. I will never step foot in Detroit, Michigan. I'm trying to think of so many places that I would never step foot. That it ain't gonna happen, dude. It's just not one of them places. I'm just not cool with it. Yeah, I'm not a big city guy. I hate big cities. I hate everything about big cities. I've been to Baton Rouge, and I hated it. Too big city, and people were rude. I've been to Baton Rouge. It was too big for me. The place that I went in Baton Rouge though was, it was a Popeye's chicken somewhere over there, and it was kind of cliche because they was like, "What do you want to eat?" I was like, "Well, we're in fucking Louisiana. I want to eat Popeye's chicken, though, son." Yeah, it's kind of like what people say whenever they're like in Kentucky and they're like, "Well, I want KFC." I went into Popeye's chicken, and they was actually really nice. What caught me off guard though was that girl behind the counter looked at me and she said, "You ain't from around here, are you?" I said, "No, ma'am." She said, "You from up north?" That's exactly what I did. That's exactly how I looked at her when she told me I was from up north. Because I've never heard that. You know what I mean? I've never been told that, like, I was a Yankee. I don't know how else to put it, you know? And it just it caught me off guard, dude. Well, boys, caught me off guard. Every time Winters and Campbell say that, I can't help but laugh. 17, 38. Hey, I'm like, "Hey, what's up, hello?" That boy was whining in that video. Let's see here. So Joshua did send us a video.
The granny incident.
Oh, fuck. All right. Hold on here. Pull all my stuff back up. Because every time I click something else, it decides to disappear, which is tragic. All right. Joshua sent us a video here that we're going to watch today. And it like, just the artwork of it just seems like something that we would definitely watch on this channel. Whoosh. Let's see here. Let's check it out. I'm about to... Hang on. Just to let y'all know, I'm about to do a bunch of updates to all of this here that you're watching. I'm gonna add some stuff to the background too, so a few more things. The other day, I found my old PS2, which still works, by the way. I found my old PS2 in a box that was put up in our storage unit, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" Let me get it, clean it real good, and right there next to that light, I'm gonna put another shelf, and I'm gonna stick that PS2 on that. I think that'll be dope because I loved the PS2 back in the day, man. Green screen at trailer park, oh son. I might hang the green screen over the TV and put the Jones sticker somewhere else amongst the wall. But hang the green screen over the TV and then just green screen it to like a trailer park or something. Like that would be funny. Make it look like a window. I think that would be dope. I've often thought about turning the TV on, hooking the Sega Genesis up, because I know that you can't see what's inside the Sega Genesis, but inside the Sega Genesis right now is the original Mortal Kombat 2 cartridge. And I've thought about hooking the Sega Genesis up to that TV and turning it on, because when you waited for so long on the Sega Genesis with the Mortal Kombat, it would just start playing the press start screen and all the little dudes be in the background fighting, and just have it up there on the screen where they're all in the background fighting. That shit would be cool. But the thing about it is sometimes these streams go on for a long time, and I really, really love my Sega Genesis. And if something happened to my Sega Genesis, I would be devastated because I clean that Sega Genesis every day. that is my Sega Genesis from like when I was young. And I love my Sega. I also have a Sega Dreamcast too. I should probably put that up somewhere in the background. I care a lot about my Sega Dreamcast. I'm also thinking about bringing the frame of the camera like just a little bit closer to me, because it kind of sometimes it kind of feels like it's a little far distance. Like I want it to be like maybe like that. But there's an app for my camera that allows me to like zoom in a little bit without losing any kind of quality. Bro, think of how long we played them damn things though. Yeah, I know, but like with it, because I don't even know how old it is, dude. I'm just worried because it's so old and it has been played for so long that at any moment that motherfucker hanging on to a thread, and that might just be like the final straw. You know what I'm saying? I frequently worry about that. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna make some changes to all of this right here on screen. I may even like change the chat up and make the chat like a little different. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure out what changes I want to implement. I did implement the new change for the starting soon, and which is cool. You know what I mean? You look at that, that's pretty dope. It zooms in on the trailer. It's all animated and like fancy like, and then like it seamlessly blends into the starting soon screen, because I mean it's very fitting. You know what I mean? And then I got the be right back screen, which is very dope. You know, so there is a few things that's been implemented that is brand new. It's just I want to add more to what's going on here versus it just always being the same. Should have an actual desk in the background and everything here in the next couple weeks. Hell yeah. All right. So let's get this video open here. See what it is that Joshua sent us. Oh. All right. People who snapped and killed apex predators barehanded. Oh.
The Granny Incident. On a farm in rural Russia, 2012, a Russian grandma heard loud crying and whimpers outside of her home. Confused, she quickly ran outside to see what was going on. There, she was met with the grisly scene of a Eurasian wolf covered in blood while eating one of the grandma's baby cows. These wolves aren't like normal ones due to the Bergmann's rule. This rule states that animals in colder regions evolve larger body sizes to stay warm. A male Eurasian wolf weighs anywhere from 150 to 170 pounds. With that being said, any normal person would probably just lock themselves in their house and call police officers or something. But the grandma was unfazed. Her people have survived Soviet winters, food shortages, and probably World War II. So for her, a wolf was just another Tuesday. While the wild animal was trying to tear the calf apart, the grandma began roaring at it in an attempt to scare it off. But unbeknownst to her, the wolf had rabies and was manic. So instead of running away, the beast lunged at the grandma, going straight for her throat. However, she immediately punched the animal in the snout, causing it to bite onto her left hand instead. She tried to open up the wolf's mouth so that she could shove her hand down its throat.
What?
That probably sounds like a random thing to do in this situation, but hunters and herders sometimes use this tactic.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you take your arm and you shove it down like let's say hypothetically, like you shove your arm down a dog's throat, it's going to start strangling and choking. It can't really bite down because like the further your arm goes down, the bigger it gets. Eventually, you know what I mean, you're so far down its fucking throat that it's already dying as it is, and it can't bite down. Its jaw is basically locked open. So by that point, you've disabled its ability to fight, you know. It's more focused on, oh my God, I'm strangling. I've got to get away from this versus I'm just going to keep trying to bite. You got this much of your arm down a wolf's throat. it's going to start to choke. There's no getting out of that. And then while I'm down there, I'm just going to fucking and just start twisting, bro. I'm going to start grabbing, clawing, and twisting.
Because apparently larger animals have really bad gag reflexes. Unfortunately for her, however, the wolf's jaws were locked tight, and she wouldn't be able to get them open because it began thrashing her hand around. So instead, she switched gears to her backup plan: punching. She kept on punching and punching and punching the wolf until it decided to go tear away at her legs.
I feel like whenever her arm locked into it, I know it would be hard because the wolf was like shaking its head around, but also a soft spot too. Kick bounties. What's this here? Don't remove that. That's not a Terminator. Kick Go Live app just dropped. Go outside and touch grass. 5 streamers win 100 subs each. Oh, hell yeah! I got the Kick Go Live app. I'm finna do that. I'm finna do that. Anyway, so another good spot to go for whenever something like that's got you, if you can get your hands to it, is take that thumb, dude, and just job him eyeballs out of his head. And I know you may not be thinking about that at the time, but eye's a soft spot. And if you notice, dogs' eyes are kind of slightly protruded. Like they're not sunk in like a human's is. Like if you rub a dog's face, obviously you've pet a dog, you can always like feel their eyeballs like very prominently. You get that thumb, O'Shun, and you got that dog by the head, and you just it's gonna let you go, dude. It's gonna let go. And then don't let up. Don't let up. Just keep going. Mike with his fists way down his throat. Yeah, don't let up, dude. Kill it.
To be fair, she's 56 years old and fighting a wolf, so when the wolf began dragging her by the legs, that's when she realized she needed a weapon, and luckily for her, her trusty axe was nearby. While the wolf was busy munching on her feet, the grandma raised her axe high above her shoulders and split the wolf's head in 2. Then she did it again, then she did it one more time for good measure.
That's what I'm talking about, Grandma! That's what I'm talking about! That's gangster shit! G-Ma! Get in there, Martha!
She was taken to the hospital where remarkably her injuries weren't too severe. If you're a wolf and watching this video, then my advice to you is, don't try to eat Russian grandmas. They're not prey. They're more like Elden Ring bosses. Also, to add to that, don't try to eat these next types of people either. The dad incident. In 2021, a father in Karnataka, India, was riding back home on his motorcycle in a forest. As is common in certain regions of India and other countries, the father was riding with his wife on the back of his bike while she carried their child. It was nearing nighttime, and after the family finished their work for the day, they were headed back to their village to relax. Their fatigued eyes squinted hard through the rural road they were on together. They tiredly blinked at it again and again until they noticed the motorcycle got heavier. The man's wife looked down at the child she was carrying, and in the blink of an eye, she realized that there was now a full-grown leopard biting down on her kid's leg. Yup. A 160-pound wildcat was latched onto the and trying to run off into the forest with it, all while on a motorcycle. The mother screamed and pulled back her kid from the grip of the leopard's teeth, provoking the beast in the process. It quickly pounced and swiped at her in retaliation, prompting the man to increase the speed on his bike so that they could outpace the cat. But unfortunately, his motorcycle wasn't fast enough to escape the animal, because it quickly bit onto the leg of his kid again. Out of pure instinct, while still riding the motorcycle, the father began elbowing the leopard to get it off their child. The cat swiped up at him, causing him to crash the vehicle. However, before the leopard could run away with the child, the father grabbed the animal by its throat. Yeah. And while it quickly let go of his kid, the two of them fell into a wrestling match. Leopards are exceptionally lethal predators.
I'd have killed it. I'd have choked that motherfucker to death, boy. I'd have had it in a headlock, and I'd be like, oh, go to sleep. Yeah! And it would have been nothing left, dude. I would have choked that motherfucker until his eyeballs come out of his head. Then would have proceeded to repeatedly stomp its head until its eyes was hanging out. Yeah, we'd have went full-on Batman.
with the ability to vertically jump 10 feet into the air and casually drag 200 pounds up into trees with them. There are even videos of leopards plummeting from 300 feet, shaking it off, and continuing to hunt their prey. And here, this 30-something-year-old man was wrestling one with his hands gripped tightly around its throat. The leopard...
You know what's kind of throws me off, though, that the leopard didn't do? Is you ever been playing with a cat, like kind of picking with a cat or whatever, and you reach out and like you kind of grab its head and kind of do some shit like this right here? You reach out and grab that cat's head, dude. When that cat grabs onto your hand, it'll take its back feet and commence to like kicking, dude. And I don't know if y'all have ever had a cat do that or not, but bro, they will shred your hand with their back feet whenever they do that. I'm surprised that whenever he had that leopard in a headlock like that, and he was strangling the fuck out of that leopard, it did not commence to kick him and just shred his arm, bro. Because that would have been like my only fear. Like, it's going to take him back legs, dude, and it's going to shred the meat off the bone, bro.
Thrashed him around. Its claws tore into his arms, chest, and split his face. But still, he didn't let go, because he knew if he did, it'd slaughter his family. So he did something absolutely insane. Mid-wrestle match, he positioned the leopard into a chokehold with both of his arms. These cats have necks that are thick with muscle designed to support their ability to carry heavy prey up trees. So, honestly, for a human, trying to strangle this wildcat is pretty much like trying to choke out a tree trunk. Neighbors in nearby villages finally heard the commotion from the attack and quickly ran in the direction of the screaming family. But when they arrived, it seemed that they were already late to the party because what they witnessed had everybody in pure disbelief. They saw a man sitting on the floor, covered in blood, and in front of him laid a motionless leopard. Everybody was taken to the hospital for their injuries, and the only casualty of the event was the leopard. The Florida Man incident.
W dad, bro. Ah!
Everything was normal for a Floridian family on a sunny beach day on July 6th, 2001, Pensacola. A 30-year-old uncle laid back peacefully on his beach towel, tanning in the sun while everyone had fun around him. He sat up to look around and take in the moment. He saw volleyballs being thrown, sandcastles being built, and his 8-year-old nephew getting torn apart by a bull shark in the water. Then he laid back down and relaxed, because life was good. Yeah, no. Upon realizing what he just saw, the man immediately leapt up from his beach towel and began sprinting full speed towards the water. People began screaming, "Shark!" and started running away from the waters, but the uncle was still sprinting towards the bull shark that was actively swimming away with his nephew in its mouth. Bull sharks are one of the, if not, the most aggressive shark species on the planet. They weigh anywhere from 200 to 700 pounds. They often hunt in shallow waters and are believed to have the most testosterone of any animal on the entire planet. So what do you think this Florida man did when he finally spotted the bull shark in the water? Well, he leapt on top of it. Yeah. After taking a good look at the 7-foot, 400-pound beast, he jumped on it inside of the water and began punching it in the face to rescue his nephew. Fortunately for both of them, the shark actually let go of the boy. However, it bit off his arm and started swimming off with it in its mouth. Now what do you suppose the Florida man did at this point? He jumped back into action and began wrestling the bull shark underwater for his son's arm.
Florida man can't help himself, oh son. You hear some wild fucking stories about the Florida man. Okay, and Florida man is like a white trash superhero. Let me just go ahead and say that. Like, you see any kind of articles about Florida man, just know that the white trash superhero has struck again, good or bad. Okay, he is the tall tale of the trailer park.
The shark and the man fell into a tug-of-war match where the shark tried swimming off into deeper waters and the uncle tried desperately to pull it back onto shore. The man tugged, twisted, and pulled. The shark was trying to get away, but he didn't let go. I don't know how, but the psychopath literally pulled the shark back onto the beach, then pried its jaws open with his bare hands and ripped his nephew's severed arm out of its mouth. The arm was still intact. A local fisherman on a boat nearby noticed the commotion happening on the beach. He pulled out his rifle and took aim, and in one click, the shark's mad frenzy ended. Vance Flosenzia wrestled a bull shark and was able to give paramedics his nephew's arm to be reattached in surgery. I can't say I expected less from the Florida man, but honestly, he wins Uncle of the Year.
W Florida man. Something I never thought I'd say, because you always hear some wild shit about the Florida man. But W Florida man. That was the coolest shit ever, dude. W Florida man.
The Uno reverse incident. In 2024, a 35-year-old railway worker in India was just trying to get some sleep after a long shift. It was the middle of the night and he was passed out on his bed when he felt something crawling up his leg. He woke up and saw a snake, but not just any snake, an extraordinarily venomous one that was assumed to be a crate or a cobra, some of the deadliest reptiles on the planet. He stared at the snake. It stared back. He continued staring, and so did the snake. And then it bit him. Now, most people would have panicked, called for help, or maybe tried driving toward a nearby hospital. But this guy just had to be different. Something inside him snapped, and before the snake could slither away, he grabbed the animal with his bare hands, and, he bit it.
What?
Yeah. Multiple.
I bet that snake was thinking, what the fuck? I bet he mauled down into that snake, dude. Squanchy, I love you. I bet he mauled down into that snake, dude. I bet he gave it everything that he had. I'd have bit the fuck out of that snake. And you know what it kind of reminds me of? I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen it or not, but you ever watch the movie Kingpin? Like, it's got, it's Woody Harrelson, and it's that big Amish dude or whatever, and they're like bowling and shit. And they go into that place, man, and that fucking guy's got that snake, and that snake bites him or whatever, and he grabs that sumbitch, and he's like, I told you once. And he's like, and he like bites down on its side real hard. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Yeah, the snake, when he got bit back, that motherfucker was Confucius.
Times. He chomped down twice on a reptile that is venomous enough to end the lives of 20 humans with a single bite. It tried wriggling out of his teeth, but he munched on it like it was a piece of jerky, effectively crushing it. Later on, the man was rushed to the hospital and given an antivenom so that he could recover from the bite. He later on told reporters that, in some parts of India, there's a superstition that biting a snake transfers the venom back to the animal, so that it'll pass away instead of you. So, who knows? Maybe the superstition actually worked, or maybe he just needed an excuse for his revenge.
That snake fucked around and found out. I'm just going to tell y'all that right now. That snake fucked around and found out. And I find it hilarious that it said that he woke up and he was just like... You could just tell that in his head he was thinking to himself, this motherfucker bites me. I'm about to bite the fuck out of the snake. Hell yeah, I've seen Kingpin. It was funny when he milked that bull on accident. That movie's hilarious, dude.
Operation of IEC 6870-5-10.
He was a 69-year-old Alaskan hunter, and on November 1st, 1999, he was out in the wilderness doing what he'd done for decades: hunting. He knew the woods, and more importantly, he knew how to handle himself. Him and 3 other hunters set out to catch a black-tailed deer, but due to the windy weather, it was extraordinarily hard to sneak up on one. So they split up into groups of 2. Later on, after hunting for what felt like hours, the man and his partner became frustrated because they still hadn't caught the deer. So he came up with a plan. He told his partner to split up with him and said, if I let out a shot, you come to my noise, but if you let out a shot, then I'll come to your noise. His partner nodded in agreement, but the only issue is that his partner was also wearing a heavy-duty hat with thick ear flaps that muffled the sound of pretty much everything outside. The man split up from his teammate, and within just a bit, he found the deer they were trying to hunt all day. He took aim, marking a successful hunt for him and his crew. He waited for his partner to come, but it didn't happen. He began hooting like an owl a few times to draw attention, but his partner still didn't show up. The man rolled his eyes in annoyance, took off his rifle, and put it beside a tree. He then decided to butcher the deer meat by himself, and after cutting away at it for a while, the man heard a twig snap behind him. Feeling relieved that his partners finally showed up, he turned around to greet his crew. A brown bear stands at about 10 feet tall, weighs about 1,000 pounds, and runs as fast as a car on a street. Unfortunately for this man, it wasn't his crew members that showed up, but instead the bear. The hunter froze when he saw it. The distance between the two of them was about 30 feet.
I'd have shit down both legs, dude. I'd have shit everywhere. I would have shit like nobody has ever shit for in their life, and I would have let out a god-awful yell to turn around and see a massive creature standing by. Because, like, dude, they even freak me out on Red Dead Redemption 2. If I'm playing a game and I'm, like, up in tall trees or whatever, and I turn around and I see a fucking, like, one of them big-ass grizzly bears on the game, dude, I'll scream in IRL. I was like, oh, my God! And I'll start trying to shoot at it. Yeah. I would have shit, pissed, puked, and passed out. Like, I would have fell over and passed out. They say, play dead. I would have been dead. It wouldn't have been no playing dead. I would have been dead, oh, son. I'm making clips. Hell yeah.
Feet away, and the distance between him and his rifle was only 2 feet. But the bear let out a roar, and it charged at him so fast that it was impossible for him to even think about trying to grab that weapon. He only had one option available, his buck knife. He dropped his deer meat and quickly grabbed the blade from his pocket, and right as he pulled it out, the man-beast was already right in front of him. The hunter aimed to slash at the bear's open mouth, but he missed and accidentally sliced its face instead. Angering the bear, it crushed his arm with its teeth, tearing off his skin and exposing his bone. The hunter screamed in pain, and the full-grown bear pushed him down to the ground, pinning him into a death grip. While it twisted away at the hunter's arm, he quickly used his free hand to try to poke the bear's eye out with his thumb. But it began thrashing him around, causing him to miss continuously. The man switched gears and instead took his finger and jammed it deep into the bear's ear canal, rupturing its eardrum. The beast let go of him and recoiled in confusion and annoyance. It then let out another 100 to 120 decibel roar and charged at the hunter again. The man was still on his back, so he desperately kicked the bear square in the throat, making it stumble as he hopelessly scrambled back to his feet. He was covered in blood, with an arm that was completely mangled and a bear that was charging at him again to finish him off for good. The man's mind raced, and his thoughts became a blurry panic. He was actually getting eaten alive by a bear, and he was running out of options for survival. Acting quickly, he fell onto his butt and stretched out his leg to use it as bait for the bear to bite onto and be distracted with. This would prove to be a terrible decision, because instead of just biting the lower end of his leg, it actually chomped down on his thigh, giving it complete control over his entire body. The bear began to shake the man around like a rag doll, thrashing his body around and
God damn, ma!
bashing his skull on the floor, nearby trees and rocks, causing serious damage. The hunter couldn't see a single thing. His ears gotten blocked from the extreme trauma he was suffering, and he was losing consciousness. Nonetheless, his adrenaline gave him enough energy to power through the bear's thrashing and to plow his buck knife countless times into the beast's thick, furry neck. The bear dropped the man and backed away as it bled from its neck with his knife stuck in it. The man stood up on one foot with his body exposed, showing both muscle and bone, but he fell into a delirium and began screaming at the bear. Reports mentioned that he began desperately shouting something to the lines of "God is on my side" or "The Lord is with me." The bear charged at
That's right, baby, the Lord JC! Why you playing with me?
him again, and with one good arm, he punched the bear square in the snout repeatedly, causing the disoriented animal to collapse on the ground. The hunter collapsed on the ground with the bear, then quickly scrambled to his feet to grab his rifle. Each time he stood up, he fell. But finally, he got to his weapon. At this point, his vision was blurry, his eyes were covered in blood, his hearing was muffled, and he was on the brink of passing out. He stood over the bear's body with his weapon, aimed it at the bear, and then tried to shoot it. However, nothing happened. He quickly looked at his rifle and realized the flesh hanging off of his body had jammed the gun. The bear began groaning and slowly getting up again. He tirelessly pulled the flesh out, then aimed the weapon at the bear again. He was victorious, but then he immediately collapsed to the ground. The man could barely stand. He dragged himself across the snowy forest until he reached the beach. Sticks and branches tore at his already mangled body as he crawled. Each time he was about to lose consciousness from the sheer amount of pain he was in, he'd quickly grab a chunk of ice-cold snow and shove it into his mouth to shock him back awake. When he made it to the snowy beach, he finally saw his team. Horrified with what they saw, they ran to the man's disfigured body to help him out. Drenched in blood, the only thing the man said before passing out is "please." This is the story of Gene Moe, an Alaskan huntsman. After receiving multiple skin grafts and about 1,000 stitches, he survived and made a full recovery from this nightmare. And despite the trauma, Gene kept on hunting well into his 70s. He credited his survival to God, and he would go on to live a full life till 2024, where he passed away peacefully at 93. The wilderness is extraordinarily dangerous, but honestly, the moral of today's story is, don't mess with Russian grandmas, don't mess with Florida men, and especially don't mess with any Alaskan Christian dudes that have a bear hanging up on their wall. Now, go and have a happy day.
W. Joshua, thank you for that video, brother. That video was hard. Now I got to take a piss. And I'll be right back, boys. But before I go, how much of a badass are you to be able to look at somebody and be like, brother, I took a pocket knife and I fucking killed a 750-pound grizzly bear. Who are you? You know what I mean? Yes, WU, bro. That video was dope. It really was. Let's see here. I've got some other ones too that I've saved that I thought would be kind of cool. There's a video on here that I got. It's 16 minutes long. It's a dude. And it's called What Years of Isolation Has Done to Me. And he just looks weird. Like, he looks very emotionless. And we're going to 100% watch this video, son. Even if don't nobody watch it with me, I'm watching it. The homie JC is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Ah! I agree with that statement. All things through God is possible. As long as everybody remembers that, everybody's good to go. Smoke a cigarette real quick and then we'll get into this video here. So Joshua, I seen where in the video, or I seen where in the Discord you said that you was throwing the cigarettes away. Were you talking about your cigarettes in Discord? Gave you ulcers? Yeah, they told me that my red blood cells was up. My red blood cells are up, which gives me, increased risk of like blood clots, heart attacks, stuff like that. And they said they believe it's from my cigarettes. Because, I mean, that's the only thing that I do that I shouldn't be doing that can directly affect that. And they said, like, I'm right on the line of having, like, bad cholesterol. So, that's something, I got to get rid of them too, dude. They're about to go, oh, son. I can assure you that. Oh, my God, dude. That's terrible. Bet. Where'd everybody else go? Everybody else just something flexed, oh, son. Do ulcers ever go away? I'm pretty sure they have to be removed. Ulcers never go away. Ulcers is something that is there forever. The way that you can, the only way to really explain an ulcer is it's like having a scab that you pour battery acid on every day. Oh, yours is in your mouth. I'm talking about stomach ulcers. That's what I'm talking about. Stomach ulcers never go away. Ale cigarettes. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, dude. I don't think stomach ulcers ever go away. Let me look. I gotta look. Because I got a buddy that suffers from them bad. Okay, so stomach ulcers can heal, but they require medical treatment for them to heal and prevent reoccurrence. Small ulcers occasionally heal on their own, but untreated ulcers frequently persist, return, and cause serious complications like bleeding. Proper treatment of ulcers usually take weeks with necessary medical treatment. No untreated ulcers can lead to severe pain, internal bleeding, and in rare cases, a hole in the stomach wall. Life changes to prevent stomach ulcers, so it's not just mouth ulcers that it causes. Life changes to prevent stomach ulcers include quitting smoking, reduce alcohol consumption, and avoiding stuff like aspirin and ibuprofen. It helps speed up the healing to prevent future ulcers. I didn't know that aspirin and ibuprofen could cause ulcers, unless they don't cause them, unless they just keep them like active. But it says that to get rid of stomach ulcers, it's important to seek medical attention because if they're bad enough, they will not heal on their own. Yeah, it's on my throat. I got 3 in one spot at the same time, next to the punching bag in the back of my throat. They do cause them. That's terrible, dude, because they said something about me might have, like, whenever I quit smoking, if my red blood cell count don't go down, I'm going to have to start taking aspirin. I ain't trying to have to take aspirin and get stomach ulcers. Oh, Shane? I'd rather not. Oh, it's JP. What's good, bro? I know. I remember that. But stomach ulcers is a very like serious thing, and I've never heard of someone getting like throat ulcers. I'm not saying that you can't. Quick question: can I request a video for you to react to? You absolutely can, dude. If you want, we also have a Discord you can join. And if you ever come across a video, I don't know if you want to or not, but if you ever come across a video and you're in the Discord, there's a section in there where you can add that video. That'll that we'll watch, like if we're not live at that time and you see a video and you're like, oh man, I want him to watch this video. I didn't get a stomach ulcer. I got a mouth ulcer on my throat next to my uvula. No, I understand, brother. I was just looking at stomach ulcers because we was having a conversation about whether or not they heal. Mike, do a shoey right now? Hell no. It is RC time. You're absolutely right. No, not doing no RC shoey. That is not happening. I'm not drinking out of my shoe. We're not doing that. Days like that are over for me. Yeah, I'll take that L. I'll go ahead and do that. And I only smoked half a pack. I don't smoke rarely. You didn't do my I love you? Yes, I did. I stopped everything I was doing. I joined the Discord, bro. Bet. Does somebody want to whitelist JP real quick in the Discord? Give me just a second. I'm gonna grab a soda real quick. Bradley, I love you. Michael, fuck cigarettes. I need to quit. Also, Michael puffs the goddamn out of a cigarette. Dude, it's coming, okay? I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I got this. Do not do it. Let me check here. All right. We got JP in the Discord. So the section in there where you would put it, where you would put the okay. All right, I see where you put it. If you're wondering why I was just awkwardly staring at the camera, I'm reading the chat on my screen as well, not just over here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, JP. I don't know shit about basketball. I don't know if the rest of these boys do, but I will 100% watch this video. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know nothing about none of this. So you're going to have to bear with me. So if I'm asking questions, I need somebody to answer if you're knowledgeable about basketball. All right, bet. Here we go. Whoosh. Just got a random text message that says bologna sandwiches. What the fuck? I can answer them for you. Bet. All right. What is that? John Brown threes. John Brown threes. NBL 26 highlights. We're gonna lock in on this for old JP, oh son.
Oh my goodness. This man, another steal. He's a minute.
Hard up against the halfway line. Great D from Brown. A defensive masterclass from John Brown.
He just squeezed it, done.
Never met a shot that he didn't like.
Good pass.
Nice pass to find Foster. Brown will clean it up and one.
And I'm going to say, even though I don't know a lot about basketball, the man is quick on his feet. He's very quick on his feet.
Much needed.
Time yet for the Phoenix. 1 point game. Maldonado to Brown to beat the buzzer. Absolutely incredible. Melbourne 75-72. John Brown heads us to.
I would have bricked the hell out of that shit. Like, that shit would have bounced off the rim, and everybody would have been hating on me for the next, like, week and a half.
Three-quarter time on that, and there is still a lot more to write in this story yet. Daniels out to Edwards. Delaney got Brown up in the air, drives inside. It was poked.
Very porous in the half court.
Kawandu played it off to John Brown, who made it work. 6 seconds. Guarded by Duke Jr. John Brown catches it.
He's got a real mob vibe about him too. Andrew Gates deep in that cartel action.
Mark Maxwell stepping back. Things aren't normally open on a Sunday here. John Brown.
Damn, the guy's good, ain't he? Who is that guy again? Sorry, boys. I can't hear that good. My forklift is loud. His name's John Brown. And it looks like he's kicking ass, dude. The guy's pretty good at what he's got going on there. I'm so, like, little knowledgeable about, like, basketball. The only thing that, like, I know of is, like, the little square that's on, like, the back right above, like, the hoop. If you hit the top right corner, every time you hit it, the ball will go in.
Monstering the offensive glass.
Great scores. Numbers don't lie. I also remember the 45 you put on my head in the playoffs.
There's John Brown the third. That's what he does. Offensive. There's a little drop-off for John Brown, who hit the game winner early in the season in this venue.
Adelaide don't want him. I know 9 other teams that would probably make that phone call straight away.
Indeed, I agree.
I think he really should be a part of a higher rotation for United.
If something like that right there happens, if like how he just like he got the shot but he failed, doesn't that mean that he gets like a free shot now? Like he gets to stand back and he gets like some sort of like free shot because they knocked him down. Isn't that like a thing in basketball? Yeah, I thought so, dude. They're cooked now. This dude's a menace, bro. He's gonna make that shot. Why are you calling me Michelle? What can I do for you, sir? Yeah, is this like an Australian league or is this like it's all mixed together? Yeah, it's a free throw. It is an Australian league. Yeah, if he makes it, he gets 1. He misses, he gets 2. If it's behind the 3 while he is shooting. Hell yeah.
Look at the penetration here. Goes up, legs.
Diabolical. Yeah, they got to give him a free throw now. Oh, damn, they didn't show it.
Going to face against the Phoenix.
So there's an early look, great pass.
Oh! Hell yeah, dude. John Brown was fucking cold with it. W. John Brown. And WJP. That shit was cool, dude. Yeah, at Winners Media. What? You said guess what? What? And if you say, so help me God, if you say 6'7". I hate that fucking shit, dude. Yeah, that was pretty intense. I mean, like I watch boxing and stuff, like at home, you know, I'll sit there and I'll watch boxing. But like watching him play, man, that was pretty intense. We used to be so worse though. All right, I have another video here that I want to see, and I think it's like the perfect amount of time before like we start playing any video games or anything like that. I appreciate you sending that video in, JP. Like I said, you come across any other videos that you want to watch, dude, you just post them there in the Discord, man, and we will check them out. That way, if you run across any when we're not on stream and you're like, hey man, I want to see everybody watch this one. That'd be cool. Whoosh. This dude right here, I don't know what he's got going on. Whatever he's got going on, like, interests the hell out of me. Hey Mike, let's bring Y2K back. We can get the Cavalier, Z24, the Dodge Neon Straight 4, and other bangers from early 2000s, and just flip phones. Hell yeah. One time back in 2014, there was a guy that played basketball for Kentucky, and he shot a 3 and landed wrong, and his bone was sticking out of his leg. Oh, my goodness, dude. That man messed himself up, bro. All right. What years of isolation has done to me. Lock in on this guy.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jet, and I've spent the past 5 to 6 years of my life in extreme isolation and deep solitude. And I'm not using those phrases lightly. I did not go to a single dance in school. I didn't go to graduation. I didn't hang out with a single friend for really after my sophomore year, really once COVID hit. In college, I had no friends. I spent all my time alone, mainly reading books or, just on my phone. And for the past 7 months of my life, I've lived in this basement, and I get, on an average day, 0 interaction with other people. And obviously, there are psychological implications that this has left on me. And
brother, 90% of the time I get 0 interaction with other human beings, like face-to-face interactions. If it was not for my wife and my kids, I would literally never speak to another human being face-to-face, and probably would not have for the last, I don't know, 8 months. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not like a super social person. If I didn't have my wife and I didn't have my kids, I would literally stay in my house 24/7. I don't care for the outside. I don't care to interact with civilization, if that makes sense. I feel like this guy's complaining about something that he can change. I mean, nobody's asking him to stay in a basement. Nobody's making him stay down there. He's not locked down there. He's consciously making this decision. This guy pisses me off already. He reminds me of Winters. Oh, shut up, poor me ass dude. That's Winters.
And I don't consider myself to be a particularly non-self-aware individual. I understand that this is not healthy. I understand that, especially during your youth when there's neuroplasticity, that you need to be, finding relationships and socializing. I'm not denying any of these things, nor am I glorifying or glamorizing in any sense isolation, because, it has caused a lot of negative parts of my life. It's caused me to have deep depression. It's caused me to have suicidal ideation for much of my life. And, it's a burden that I don't think a lot of people can carry to the extent that I have. And I'm not saying that in any sense of pride or, superiority. Truly, this has been a learning journey for
Bradley's eating pork loin and yellow rice, watching some dude complain about how he's lived in a basement for the past 4 years. W. Bradley.
for me. Now, there are also many pros to this as well, but I think I'll start with the cons. So first off, I realize that I'm very disconnected from the average person. When I do go out and meet people, which is rare, I tend to have a sort of distance that I can sensibly feel, where I just kind of lack the natural social skills of being able to connect with somebody. I sometimes have grown apathetic to a lot of not just events that are going on in the world, but like other people's issues because they seem insignificant compared to my own.
Well, at this point, you just sound like a narcissist. You know what I mean? Like, he just sounds like he only worries about himself and he's only, like, concerned about himself. And I get that, like, some people, like, prioritize their own, like, worries and upsetness and whatever else you want to call it for, I mean, it's their life. So, obviously, they're going to prioritize the issues that they have going on. But at the same time, though, you connect with other human beings by being open, by being accepting, by being helpful, by listening to them. You can't always just 150% prioritize yourself, because the more you prioritize yourself and the more you worry about yourself, the more disconnected you become. Why do you think, like, celebrities and musicians and all these other people and shit and, like, internet personalities, why do you think they're all so fucking self-absorbed and they cannot connect with the common man anymore? Is because they only worry about themselves. They don't think of anyone outside of that. It's just me, 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 me. So therefore they have no common ground with the common man, because the common man understands people's emotions around them, not just his own. And that's what a lot of people in this world is lacking, is they don't have the fucking moral sense to stop for 5 seconds, look another person in their eyes and say, I'm sorry that you're going through that, and genuinely mean it. All they are is worried about themselves and how they feel. And it's a pathetic, pathetic thing.
I have spent so much time analyzing and so little time executing and actually taking action that I feel like I'm just a spectator of a lot of people. Specifically in high school, it was very difficult when I was what a lot of people would call the popular loner, meaning a lot of people knew who I was, but I didn't get invited to anything. As a matter of fact, I only ever got invited to one party in high school, and I got disinvited before the party even started. So, you know, I was like an acquaintance to a lot, but a friend to none. And I think this kind of started to lead to me building a resentment towards other people, even though a lot of it was self-inflicted. I would say most of it was self-inflicted. But one thing that I've never had a very high threshold for putting up with people being fake or BS, or when I can tell that somebody's being performative because they are, you know, a social climber or they're trying to win public favor. These things have never settled well with me in a way where I wasn't willing to sacrifice who I was just to appease somebody. And there were many times where I also I remember, like, when I was in high school, there were like a few times where people would ask for my opinion on something, and I would give the most, like, raw, unfiltered version of what I thought, which I don't really think is a commendable trait. Back then, I thought it was what was right. Like, if you're
Actually, it is a commendable trait to give somebody a raw, completely. Now, I mean, don't hurt their fucking feelings because you're trying to be a prick, but to give somebody a raw, unfiltered, like, complete 100% opinion whenever they ask you about something without being a cocksucker, that is a commendable trait, because a lot of people will deliberately refuse to answer somebody because they're scared that they'll make them upset or in some kind of way. But sometimes friends need to hear that. They need to hear a 100% like honest fucking opinion about something. If it's dog shit, you need to be told it's dog shit. And it's nothing against you or like what it is that you're trying to do or anything. I mean, like I said, don't be mean about it, but just be honest. Be like, hey man, this is where, you know, this is where you need help at. This is what you need. That's why I don't like for people to ask me, like, hey, Mike, like, what do you think about this? And it's something that they really care about, because I cannot help myself to be brutally honest with them. And I'll try to do it in a way where I'm not a prick, but at the same time, I can't help myself but to be honest with them and be like, this is what you lack. This is what's wrong with you. This is what's going on. And then just be brutal with them. Because you do unto those as you would want done to you. And I don't want somebody to be a fucking prick to me when they critique me, because if you critique me, you better be as good as me, and you better be better than me. Because if you critique me and you're not as good as me and you're not better than me, I will fucking rip you to shreds. because now you're just being a prick, okay? But if I get critiqued, I want it to be in an honest format and not in an asshole kind of way to where you're like, oh, well, you're just shitty at what it is that you do. No, man, like don't just give me a fucking roundabout reason why something's going on. Like tell me, like, hey, your transitions. You know, like when I transition back and forth between me and the video, I think they take too long, or they're not fast enough, or they're too slow, or maybe you should try a different one. You know, like give me an actual reason why you're critiquing me. Don't just say I'm not good at it, because that don't work. And like I said, you better be as good as me or better, or we're gonna have issues, because then that's when I'm gonna turn into a prick. As far as this guy saying that he has issues with humanity and it's self-inflicted, he doesn't have a right to have an issue with humanity, because it is self-inflicted. He did it to himself. He isolated himself. He hid away from everyone himself. He chose to stay into the basement himself. He's been down there for the past few years himself. No one done these things to him. It would be different if people bullied him, if people deliberately singled him out to like socially outcast him, if they was deliberately doing things to be mean to him in some kind of way whatsoever, and he started having a disdain for human beings then. But as far as just all of a sudden you just decide that you don't like humanity because you chose to isolate yourself, that is not a valid reason. Okay? I've had my issues with humanity. I've had reasons why I didn't like humanity, and it was because I worked in fucking retail once upon a time. I worked at a grocery store once upon a time. I've seen how dog shit humans can be to people that they think that are less than them because of job titles. Okay? It's like we're both robots. Okay? We're both slaves to the system. We're both following our programming. We both wake up every morning and go to a job. Okay? You're not better than me. You're just a dick because you think you get paid more than me, so that's why you're an asshole. But as they thought that I was only making $8 an hour, I was a fucking manager, bro. I was making way more than $8 an hour. I was probably making way more than what I should have been making for my position. But that's just because the people that put me in that position like me a lot. And that's a good trait of mine. I'm easy to get along with because I'm not a fucking prick, and I'm honest. He doesn't have a right to have a disdain for humanity whenever everything is self-inflicted, and he just admitted it. And he also seems very narcissistic. And, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
You're just being brutally honest, then, you know, if the truth destroys somebody, let them be destroyed. But that's really not, I don't think that's ethical or moral now that I'm older. Sometimes you just talk a little bit less. I realize this now, and I still have a natural tendency to just kind of tell people how I feel. And this hasn't played well for me in social circles. I truly believe that there is a part of me that is like, trauma is, I feel like it's not the right word, like, because trauma is like dramatic, but there are like long-term psychological implications that this has had on me, many of which I can't even tell. But for example, sometimes now when I go and I meet, you know, a lot of people, or I go in a crowded space, I get a little bit anxious. I was not like that growing up at all. And it's because when it's basically turned into a foreign environment, any environment where there are a lot of people, it's difficult for me to comprehend. Maybe you could tell by this video, I tend to be humbly like decent at talking. I understand how to converse with people, and I can sort of put on a facade in the sense that like I know how to schmooze my way in conversations, but I'm certainly not comfortable while I'm doing it. I can make it so that.
Okay, first off, brother, you have anxiety. That's what's going on. You just develop anxiety. You don't have to have a traumatic experience to develop anxiety. You can just develop anxiety at any given moment in your life. Okay. Also, there's 3 phases. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this or not, but there's 3 phases in life. Number 1. There's the face that you show the public and your friends. Number 2, there's the face that only your family sees. And then number 3, there's the face that only you see, which is the real one. Because you've been locked in that basement for so long, you've gotten so used to wearing face 3 that you don't know how to converse with humanity anymore. You don't know how to be in a social setting anymore. You don't know how to emotionally connect with someone on another level anymore. Because you've gotten so used to just having all it all stripped down to that one being. You've gotten so used to being alone that you're completely stripped down to that third face. All this guy's got to do is find him a group of friends, start getting social, slowly start pushing himself back out into society, and he will transition and go right back to being normal. He won't feel the way he feels now. Once he finds him a girlfriend and he gets good friends, he won't have a disdain for humanity anymore. Maybe if he turns some goddamn lights on in that basement, he might be all right. He can't blame other people for his trauma. It's trauma he caused. Exactly. It's self-sustained. Open a window, shit. That's what I'm saying. Do something, man. If you live in the dark constantly and you find reasons on your own to hate humanity, you're going to develop anxiety. You're not going to want to be around nobody anymore. You're doing it to yourself.
I'm not awkward, but once again, I feel internally anxious. And this isn't something that I feel like somebody should carry into their, mid to late 20s. I'm 22 right now, but, I'm going to blink my eyes and tomorrow I'll be, 30, 35. And it's like, I don't really know how to talk to people that much. In terms of a connection with the desire to connect. Like, sure, I can have a conversation with you, but it's a little bit harder for me to, rub people in the way of like, hey, let's be friends with this guy and like, let's hang out with this guy long term. These things have always been difficult for me. Most of my friends are characters in novels that I read. And I can relate to people that I haven't gone through anything similar in my life. And that's what's so weird. But I like that there's an authenticity to characters that I just simply don't get with people in real life. I know what a character is truly thinking or feeling, but with people in real life, I feel like it's my job to take off their mask. By the way, this video is not like a pity video at all. Like, you shouldn't feel bad for me. Like I was saying before, this stuff is mainly self-inflicted. But there are also many pros that have come with it. I think the best thing is my ability to analyze situations and people. I have like a weird knack. I don't know if it's natural to everybody or not, but I can just sort of tell how people feel about other people based off of how they react to each other and how they interact with each other and how they respond even when they're not being addressed directly.
I can do that. That's what I call my Section 8 senses. I can also automatically feel when something's wrong whenever I walk in a room. I can tell if people have issues as soon as I come into a room. It's almost like I can feel the weight and the energy of that room the moment that I come in, and I can pick out the people that have an issue with me or with someone else that's in that room. And I just know. And I don't know how to explain that, but I just know. I don't think this guy is a bad guy. Let me just go ahead and state that. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. He doesn't come off as a bad guy. He needs interaction. He needs genuine interaction. If I went to school with the dude, I'd have been his friend. I'd have talked to him. But most of the time, though, the people that I talked to were the loners, and I was actually friends with them, and they're still my friends today. Because I'm an introvert. I'm not extroverted, and I know that kind of contradicts itself because I get on a camera and I sit here and I talk to everybody and I help build communities and make people laugh and stuff. But I am very introverted. So the reason why I hung out with the loners and the loners hung out with me is because we were all introverted. And it was one of the things where, like, if I didn't see that friend for like a month or two and didn't talk to them for a month or two, neither one of us considered anything wrong. Like, neither one of us was like, oh, he hates me because he ain't talked to me in a fucking month, or he's got a problem with me because he ain't talked to me in a month. No, that's just what we do. I'll message them a month later and be like, what's going on, brother? They'll be like, what up, man? And everything's fine. You know what I'm saying? I think the man's introverted. I think he has anxiety. I think he needs a genuine friend. He should play RP. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest with you. He should play RP. He'd probably find some friends in there, and then which would spiral into real life relationships of these people. And I think it would be good for him, dude. I'm just being honest with you. Like I said, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. He just seems like a guy he's in a hibernative state right now. He's still figuring out what he should be, and since he graduated and stuff, and he's got all that time on his hands, he should try to go to college to be like do something with like law enforcement and criminal mind or something. If he can pick people apart and he can tell what's going on with them, then he should try that. He should try something to do with that.
I can just kind of pick up on these cues because I've always been the bystander. You know, when I was in high school, I saw I saw more stuff through social media than real life. You know, like the Instagram pictures, that's where I'd find out about what was going on in someone's life. I would see Snapchat stories where people would be doing stuff at prom. Meanwhile, you know, I was, you know, trying to figure out my life and who I was as a person, kind of going through, I mean, it sounds corny, but an existential crisis from, you know, rather a younger age. I've always tried to make sense of the world around me, and the reason that this is, I feel like mainly is because maybe I have a natural predisposition to it, but I also think it's because when you spend so much time alone, you are forced to think a lot. And the number one thing that you start to think of is like the deeper questions, like why am I here? Who am I really? What's my purpose or meaning? These are the questions that I still haven't been able to answer them, and that's what drives me crazy because, you know.
But even with you being a awkward person in person, Alan, did I treat you any differently than I did the rest of the guys whenever I was there? I understand that, like, the way I am, I understand that people are people. You know what I mean? You don't judge people because they may feel awkward. You don't judge people because they may feel uncomfortable at the time. If they don't talk a lot, they just don't talk a lot, you know? You made me talk to you and made me come out of my shell. Well, yeah, and I try to do it in like a respectful, kind of easier way, because I care about all you guys. And if I get around you in person and shit, I want to talk to you. I talk to you on a daily basis now as it is. I care a lot about you guys, and being able to like see you in person and interact with you in person. 6 shorts coming out at 8. Motherfuckers go watch or I'll kill the goddamn out of you. Yeah, y'all better go run them shorts up, Ocean. But awkward is just awkward, dude. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I got a lot of buddies that don't talk. But I love them to death, dude, and they love me to death. I'll do anything for them. They just don't talk. I mean, that's just the way it is. Run your shorts up, yes, sir. Hell no.
I'd sort of hyperfixate on these things, trying to make sense of the world around me, like I was saying before, and I have this sort of inability to do it. I have an inability to connect with my peers as well. And I don't know if that's just something that's never going to be healed, if that's just something that's who I am, or, you know, if over time I can fix that. But one thing that I've realized is that being alone has become so addicting. There's a sense of serenity in the fact that I don't have any obligations socially. I don't have to go out. It's not like people are asking me to hang out because I don't really have that many friends, or, you know, all my close friends live in different states, so it's not like we can just hang out. But yeah, it's become addicting, and that's very dangerous because it's like, why would I ever feel the need to go outside when I can just stay inside and, you know, be in a controlled environment, be relaxed, spend time doing something that I know I'm going to like, which is like reading or making videos, as opposed to being in a situation where it's like, hey, I don't know who I'm going to meet, if I'm going to like these people, if I'm going to find myself in a weird situation, if I'm going to get anxious. You know, it's sort of...
Am I froze or was I just sitting still? Is it because I was sitting too still? Y'all thought I was froze? Is that what happened? Hello? Am I froze or no? I'm back, baby. No, you good. It went to a loading screen for me. What the fuck? Oh.
There's a large factor of the unknown when you go out, you know, and I think people that have grown up where they've just always been social and they've always been able to, you know, go out and do stuff with other people, they have a really good skill where they can adapt very quickly to different things that happen. They can kind of roll with the punches. They can go with the flow. That just comes with the experience of doing stuff, which I don't have. But one thing that is interesting about me, which I'll say, is I'll do things despite how I feel. So, you know, if something's going to make me feel really bad or shameful or whatever, if I think it needs to be done, I'll still do it. But I'll feel the emotions very deeply regardless, you know? And these are things that I feel like the average person that, you know, goes out or has a friend group, like they're much better off than I am. But once again, I think what this has a really large pro, and why in a lot of my videos, I kind of like do say that I enjoy the solitude, which is true. I do enjoy the solitude, but it's just because you find out who you are when you spend so much time alone, when you are forced to think in your own head, when you don't have external influence. That's a really big thing. When you don't have like a friend group of copy and paste people, you're not going to become a copy and paste. When I have any material that I want from my fingertips, whether that's to check out a book at the library or to go online, whatever it is, I can find what I'm actually interested in based off of, you know, my ability to just select from whatever I have like true desires for, because I'm not being conditioned by like all this other stuff. And so, yeah, I think that I have a much greater understanding of who I am in that sense than most people. But part of who you are is also putting yourself in situations or experiences that are, you know, testing you, and that I lack in. So there are many people that know that aspect of themselves more. Like, are they really strong? Are their morals, have they been put to the test? You know, social media has changed a lot for me.
I am very strong in my morals, and I have been put to the test in my morals. And I have kept those morals, and that's why I'm like in the situation that I'm in. It's because I kept those morals. Is it great? No. Is it terrible? No. Will it get better? Yes, because I kept my morals. It's the same thing that goes back to me preaching to y'all about never sell your soul for shit. Always stay yourself, dude.
In that sense, like, for example, and I truly do not say this to brag, but, you know, I started doing social media about, no pun intended, 6-7 months ago. And I've done well for myself, and I've had a bunch of brand deals. I've had around like $100,000 worth of, you know, various deals happen, which I know that might sound crazy, but I have over 1 million followers on all platforms combined, and I gained that in that short amount of time. So it's really not that far-fetched. And I truly have. I mean, I've been offered over 100,000, and I haven't accepted a single dollar. And once again, I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm saying it to be like, you know, I've been tested. I've been given the opportunity, and there's also many other opportunities that I've been given. I've been given opportunities where I could just like hate on other people. Like I have a lot of like, you know, accounts of people that constantly are hating on me, whatever. And I could very easily clap back at these people, and I haven't done it, because I'm, you know, focused on myself and stuff like that. And so I've been put in these situations, but I haven't been put in a lot of social situations where.
I wonder if like it's actually people hating on him, or is it people like responding to the things that he's saying. I feel like there's a big difference between a response for something that you're saying versus someone just blatantly hating on you. We'll look at the comments on this video after it's over. Are you playing RP tonight? Yes, I am. I will be there, O'Shun.
You know, I'm being tested on that front. But all in all, I think solitude is something that is inherently good. I think, you know, in the Bible, like Jesus would go to the bottom of the boat. He would go to the top of the mountain so he could spend time alone with God. And, you know, that's kind of been something that's in my mind when I spend all this time alone. However, undeniably, as my father.
Let me just say this one thing about that. I love that he said that. I will give him that. I love that he said that's how he envisions it. Okay. With that being said, as long as he's reading the Bible, because I know he said he likes to read, as long as he's reading the Bible and he feels like that is what's happening. You can't judge another man's faith, you know what I mean? Because you don't know his heart, You don't know how his and God's reaction, like relationship is together. If he's reading the Bible and that's what he's doing, that is what's happening. He's got to get social again, man. And he doesn't have to get social. There's nothing wrong with him being in a controlled environment. There's nothing wrong with him doing things that he enjoys. There's nothing wrong with any of it. But if it's mentally affecting him, where it's giving him anxiety and making him like feel uncomfortable about doing things, that's when it does become a little wrong. And he just needs just a little bit of like social interaction on the outside, so he doesn't feel that way. So when he is in a controlled environment and he is doing things that he likes, he doesn't have that kind of looming over him. You know what I mean? The more I watch the video, the more I like pay attention to him, the more I'm starting to understand the guy. And I can tell that at first I thought he was narcissistic. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But the further I go, it's not that. It's not that he's narcissistic, and it's not that he's trying to like cry about his situation. It's more of he's just having a hard time. Yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover. He's just having a hard time, dude. I want to get my motorcycle endorsement. Someone tell me it's a good idea. WJC. Yes, sir. WJZ. JC. Not Jay-Z. What the fuck? WJC.
Father always says community is very important. You need to be connecting with other people. That's just human nature. And that's we crave connections as humans. And so when you void yourself of it for so long, like I have, to such a high degree, you honestly, you create a bunch of blind spots for things that you don't even know that you're really bad at. I'm sure I'm bad at a lot of things, but yeah. My freshman year of college, I had a roommate, and we, in our beds were about like, I think it was like 2.5, 3 feet apart. It was the smallest legal room that 2 beds could be in for like a college dorm. And it was like, the experience was weird. Me and my roommate, we were like cordial with one another, and like, we didn't dislike each other, but there really wasn't anything beyond that. Like, we just were like, we knew what it was. Like, we were just like, okay, we're going to respect each other. And then, but we have different interests, different things. But that was an interesting experience in the sense that I had to pretty much just accept that he was going to have his like weird things that were going to annoy me. And I'm sure he had to accept the weird things that I was doing too. But it was hard because now I couldn't be alone like I used to be, but like I was in the presence of somebody else, but I was still alone. Does that make sense? Like, you can be in a room full of people, but still be very lonely.
That absolutely makes sense. That makes 110% sense. I do that. I live like that. I've been in front of a crowd of like 1,000 people on stage with a microphone, people watching me, and that's not like a bragging thing. It's an example of me being on stage like that in front of that many people, talking to that many people, and still felt alone. Felt like I was standing in there by myself. I don't live like that anymore, but for a long time in my life, that's who I was. No matter what I did, no matter how many people was around me, no matter how many people was trying to talk to me at once, I was always alone. And that sucked, dude.
And so that's how I felt there. And that's what really sucked, because I couldn't do, like, there's some stuff you just can't do when other people are in your presence. Like, you can't fully relax. You can't do things without feeling like you're going to be judged, you know? And yeah, that just sort of, over time, that was like a weird experience. But yeah, and then since then I haven't had many roommates. I've couch surfed with my friend, and that was cool and all, but once again, all the time I lack the connection, and so that's where I really feel alone. And so I still consider a lot of, isolation. I think that you need to find a healthy balance. I think you need to spend a lot of time by yourself, especially when you're young, so that you can figure out who you are and then build from there. But you also need some type of, connection, because we crave that as humans. Anyways, this video is getting a little bit long-winded. Thank you guys for watching.
Right now, you have 47 apps.
All right, we're going to check out some of his comments here. I don't have many friends. I just know a lot of people. Heath Ledger. worst feeling being in a group is still feeling lonely because you're self-aware or aware in general. I'm literally living the exact same life, completely isolated, no friends, no job. I understand. I'm only here because my parents haven't given up on me. Being human is pretty fucking hard for me. Socializing is like a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. If you don't use it, it just basically goes away. Loneliness is far worse than simply being alone. Yeah. In the beginning, I was kind of like complaining a little bit because I didn't understand what was going on. But W-Jet, dude. You'll get it figured out, brother. W to you, dude. You will get it figured out. All right, now we're going to go play RP. Because I'm sure it started by this point. And I have got to go take a violent piss because I've been chugging hella RC today. They also just had the reward thing pop up that says watch to earn 1 times entry. I don't know how many of you guys got that or not, but that's your chance to win over 1,000 kicks. Hell yeah, it's like $100 in kicks. You got this. $10 in kicks. I always get it confused. Do the be right back screen? Bet. We'll go check that one out. Whoosh. All right. We're here. Assume the AOP somewhere's up here. That'd be my assumption anyway. Should have grabbed that other controller. Didn't make it there, brother. I think it's got something. It's something else. It's not the controller. Because if I let go of my controller and I grab my mouse and move it, watch. I gotta like literally fight it. I don't know what it is, but it didn't do that on. It did not do that on any other games, like Schedule 1 and shit. Like it doesn't look straight up. Unplug your mouse? Hell no. I'll have to climb down under the bottom of the tower and everything. I just realized how tall this counter actually was. That or my character's incredibly short. Damn it, boy. I know.
From now on, call me Frederick.
Call you what, brother? The vehicle-related options say vehicle category. What you gonna do? Try to punch me?
I was about to knock your bitch ass out.
Fucking shit.
I seen you doing it.
I'm about to. I'm about to, dude. It's on like Donkey Kong. Oh, I'm about to.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh.
Man, gonna stomp me while I'm down. I see how you feel. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh. We're good then. I'm behind the pizzeria now. wait. Wrong one.
The VA hospital's sending me new meds this week. Roger that.
Oh.
World couldn't handle it, dude.
Yeah, I know. There's just too much going on. What the fuck just happened? We was tackling each other and we fell through the map.
Too much BMF up in this hole.
Get in, brother. Wish the dirt would stay on it.
It will.
Yeah, it will. But I'm saying, like, every time I spawn it in, I wish it would stay on it.
I'm eating right now, that's why I'm being quiet.
Bradley said too much testosterone, the world couldn't handle it.
Sorry, boys, we're not high testosterone Daryl Hinkle.
No. Where's Winter's name at?
Oh, I'll go find out.
Hell yeah. Oh, what was that?
Winters isn't on.
Winters ain't on.
What the hell is he doing?
Mikey, I seen you reached 101 followers on Kick. Congratulations, Bubby. I think I can speak for the rest of the guys when I say we're proud of you, oh son. W. Michael Paul Hargrove. I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot to me, dude. And it's not been easy. It's been a very, very much uphill battle. But I would have got to this point without all you guys and all y'all's help, and I appreciate that, man. May the 4th be with you. Hell yeah.
Hey, whenever you do a 500, you should dig in your butt.
Whenever I what?
Whenever we get to you get to 500, you should dig in your butt.
Dude, whenever I finally get that verified check mark, I'm going to do a huge stream. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something huge.
Do it for like 30 hours.
If I get a verified check mark, I will do a 24-hour stream. And fucking...
Oh.
I'll stay up for 24 hours. I'll do a whole 24-hour stream just doing all kinds of random shit.
He said, I'll get on that high-speed chicken feed and... stream it.
I'll do something, most son. Got to get that check mark, though. The check mark is important because without the check mark, boys, we can't get the KPP. And without the KPP, can't get paid per hour to, be able to do all this shit. It's going to take a lot, but I know eventually I'll get to that point. No, I want to watch you sleep. I don't sleep as it is, brother.
Do you fart in your sleep, Mike?
You see that guy, Michael Paul? Yeah, he's goated. Do what, bub?
Do you fart in your sleep?
I'm sure I probably do. I think everybody does.
Hold up, before we do this, let's switch characters.
Okay.
Be an old dude.
Get a what?
Be an old dude.
All right.
Hey, but if you're gonna get pulled over, we don't hear a goddamn thing. We're like, huh? What? And then just say the most off the wall shit. Whenever, right. Did you say Viagra? I ain't got none on me.
Carrots. I don't want no goddamn carrots. Let me find an old man that looks senile as fuck.
Dude, what is wrong with me? Why am I walking like this?
She heard you drunk?
Maybe. I'm scared to spawn the cult characters in front of you.
What?
I'm scared to spawn the cult characters in front of you.
Cult?
Yeah.
Alan said winners made you drunk.
Oh my god.
Once you get that check mark, you should fight Daryl Hinkle at the Redneck Brawl. Brother, I gotta be honest with you, I don't want nothing to do with the brawl. I've been there, I've hung out there. It's not a bad place to go and watch, but as far as like being in it, I don't want to be in it.
Hell no, I'm not about to get my ass beat in front of my wife.
In front of my wife, kids, and 15,000 fucking people.
I mean, I feel like I could hold my own, but you never know, dude. Somebody might know some shit. What in the hell?
What the fuck? Bitch buff as hell. Might fuck around and get stoked with a dirty heroin needle.
For real.
I'd have to up the pole if someone whoops my ass in front of my wife and kids.
For real.
All I know is if you whoop my ass in front of my wife and kids, you're dead. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I will kill you. I would literally kill you.
Dude.
What?
Cannot find this old dude.
I'm single with no kids. Put me in, coach. Punch the fuck out of Daryl and be like, no, he's a man. He can take it. And just keep punching him.
What is that from, dude?
What?
No, he's a man. He can take it.
I can't say it on stream.
Oh.
I will tell you, though, after stream.
Huh?
I said I'll tell you after stream.
Good, honey. I was talking to my wife. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go.
Did you change his clothes?
I'm about to. I'll eat more. It's not right now. Oh, God.
Why can't you say it on stream, LOL? Because the backstory of it is just bad. Where that comes from is bad.
Oh, I think I know it. About that one guy in the bar and the old lady?
No.
Oh.
I want to know, by God. See, Alan's text.
No, hold on. I don't know where my phone is. I'll look here in a minute. Never mind, I have it. Oh. Fuck.
Once upon a time. The end. Best story ever. I have to tell y'all in Discord sometimes. That'll be like, we'll do a Discord thing sometimes or another. It's called Story Time with Mike. And I'll get on there and just tell y'all some fucked up stories that I can't say on stream or on the internet. Fuck. Now call 911.
Man, he can take it.
Call 911 and be like, hello. And when they're like, 911, what's emergency? Be like, hello. Hello. And then just be like, I can't hear shit.
Hello? 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 812. No, not 12. 812. Yeah. No, 812. No, postal 812.
I got an idea. Hang on.
What? Hell.
I'm just gonna lean up on the car. Hang on.
Like we ain't shit.
Oh yeah, we wrecked up bigger than fuck.
Huh?
I said we wrecked up bigger than fuck.
What?
Said we wrecked up bigger than fuck.
Oh yeah. Why didn't you say that?
About shit on myself.
Oh. Piece of shit.
Are they coming?
Supposed to.
Are you okay, sir?
Huh?
What?
Are you okay?
What did you say?
Are you okay?
Who's okay?
Are you?
Hold on, give me a second. Give me one moment.
Yeah, please.
Oh.
Are you okay? That was not meant to happen.
I'm gonna kick your punk ass.
Hey, that was not meant to happen.
Guess I'll let it slide.
Are you okay?
Oh my god, finally somebody speaks up. Yeah, I'm fine. Just fucked my car right up.
What happened?
Oh God.
I think he shit himself.
Huh?
Shit?
Huh? What?
Did you shit?
Who called 911?
I did.
Which one? Okay, what's going on? What's happening today?
Me. I called 911.
Okay, what's happening?
You got into a wreck.
I wrecked my car.
Am I speaking through the loudspeaker?
Yes.
Okay, you wrecked your car. You can get up off your knees. You're fine. You're not under arrest. You can put your hands down. Hands down. Okay. Okay. So, are you injured?
I think I shit my pants.
My back hurts real bad.
Well, okay, you deal with him. Sir in the plaid shirt, come with me.
Who?
Sir in the man in the plaid shirt. Yeah, you come here. To the trooper. The other one. To the trooper. Come here. Yeah. Okay. Are you hurt anywhere else?
My back.
Back. So what happened today? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at your back real quick. Did somebody hit you or?
Okay.
Okay, I'm taking a look. Okay, do you need medical? Okay, do you need a tow truck? Okay, we'll go ahead and get a tow truck rolling down. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. Okay.
What's going on?
Oh.
They are able to hear, so we're using megaphones.
Unable to hear.
What?
That's literally the only way they could hear us using microphones.
Okay, we have to get you to the hospital. Your spine is shaped like a question mark.
You got scoliosis.
Scoliosis? Lord have mercy. Fly him out of here.
What?
Do you need a ride anywhere? Okay. Well, you're free to go whenever you need to, okay? Sir? What's your magic number? What's your magic number, buddy?
Look at the skybox.
Skybox. It's not in there.
You must be lost, friend.
Oh, I'm saying look at.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm still looking.
I love my job.
So, if you heard quote unquote this,
Where are you going? Hey, where you going?
yeah.
Sir, come back.
Oh my god.
Sir, come back.
Where's he going?
No, you stay here. No.
Who?
It's you.
What'd I do?
You're not under arrest. I gotta talk to you. You're going to the hospital.
I don't want no Jello.
I don't want no Jello. No, you don't. No. They'll give you pudding.
I like chocolate.
You want pudding? Yeah, you want pudding? They'll give you chocolate pudding.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. What's your magic number?
4.
Come back. I just gotta talk to you for a minute. You're not under arrest. You're not in trouble.
Tell them to fucking stop with the megaphones before I come in there and go the fuck off. It's just because we was old and we couldn't hear. So it had them hollering.
Hey, Matt, this is Lisa. We met at the bar last night. You don't even remember? We had sex in your car.
Oh, God.
I can't believe it. You don't even remember. You are an asshole.
Oh, damn, I'm not allowed to leave.
Hey there, friend.
Hey!
Some of these NPC phone conversations are wild, dude. Yeah. Them toupee trying to come off. Oh. Is my hair? Does it look real? What's up with this pet, dude? Why is he like overly customizable? He's also like incredibly disproportionate. Look at like Frankenstein, serial killer RP. I'm 25. Yeah, this is an old dude that's trying to be hip. And we're definitely saving this ped. We're gonna name him Hip. Because he's so strange. I don't understand. He's like a Frankenstein build.
Sir, can I help you?
Sir, do you need help?
Yeah, I was wondering where the parties are at.
What parties?
Any kind of parties, you know, parties full of young people. I'm 25 and I'm new to the town, and I just want to party.
Go check out the Yellow Jack or the Vanilla Unicorn in Los Santos.
I appreciate y'all.
Don't drink and drive.
I wonder if I look like that on their screen. Man, I said President Nixon. Dude's echoing like a motherfucker. Yeah, I know. When they pull me over, I'm going to give him a fake ID. Does this pad look fucked up to you?
It looks like a bad rendition of Ned Flanders with fucky hair.
I mean, does he look like he have a toupee on?
Oh yeah, dude.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm about to get them pull me over, and I'm about to give them a fake ass ID that says I'm 25. Like an old man that can't let go of his youth. You know what I mean?
Hold on, hold on.
I don't even know
Dude,
what
you gotta
number this pad is.
Get a Corvette. Spawn
But
one.
this
Here,
pad
I
is
got
like
one.
hella
Hey,
customizable.
give me your phone number.
Who the fuck are they yelling at?
I don't know. I'm about to tell him to quit using the thing. Hold on. Go ahead and explain to your wife what's going on, because I don't want you to say no to this. Spawn in like a Porsche or a Corvette or something. Like a sports car.
Now get in. What are you gonna play? A prostitute?
No, just I'm with you for your money. Oh my God.
You want to see Daddy burn some rubber?
You could burn some rubber later.
I'm gonna tell him that. I'm like, why are y'all messing with me? I'm trying to burn some rubber. And I ain't talking about the tires.
Oh.
We'll go ahead and get this typed out.
You can go ahead and use it. It was your call.
Trooper McLaurin, Kentucky State Police. No reason for stop.
No, sir.
You were doing burnouts on the road and also your speed, bub.
Like, oh my God.
I'm trying to burn some tires.
police
I'm trying to burn some rubber, and I ain't talking about the tires either, if you know what I mean.
You don't have to wear a
Okay,
condom.
sir. Well, you know you can't do that on a roadway. It's capitalized for treasure-proof insurance.
There you go.
Okay, just give me a sec.
Okay. Dude, is that who I think it is over there?
Is that Winters?
No.
Hey, sir.
Yeah,
Can you step out of the vehicle for me?
absolutely. Oh!
Okay, thank you. Could you step right back over here to this my cruiser? It's the one with the yellow lights on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, could you get out of the driver?
Hey, sir, I'm Sergeant Seal with the Kentucky State Police. The ID you give us it come back fake. So,
Fake?
yes, sir.
Well, my real name is Roy. Look,
Roy?
between me and you, okay? I got to carry that ID. I got to carry that woman, that girl up there. She ain't gonna date me if she knows I'm 75.
Okay, sir. Well, you shouldn't have give us a fake ID. Like, we need your real ID. I ain't gonna hold it to you tonight. We just want to run you, make sure you ain't got no 29, no warrants or anything like that.
All right. Well, just so you're aware, I am from out of state. Oh damn! I messed that all up. I'm sorry, dude.
Out of state, so.
My name is Roy. Roy Hammer.
Roy Hammer. All right, Roy. Hang on just a minute. Stand right here. Nothing comes back to that, Roy.
Why, that's probably because I'm from out of state.
Yeah. I don't know what to do here. I ain't never had this.
Look, that fake one that says I'm 25, it looks a lot like the real one. I didn't mean to hand that to you boys. I'm just trying to burn some tires, if you get what I mean.
All right. So, are you paying her for her services, or
what the hell?
or is she just willingly sleeping with you?
I might be paying. Damn,
You
is
might be,
that
so-
a crime or?
So, are you or are you not paying her for her services?
I might be. I'm just asking, is that a crime?
That is a crime, yes.
Well, then no, hell no, I ain't paying her.
Well, you done said you might be.
I said I
probably.
might be, allegedly.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to take her to jail for prostitution.
No, don't take her to
gonna
jail, man.
give-
I plan on proposing.
I'm going to give you a break. Just don't give us no more fake IDs. Have a good evening. Be careful. And get a Kentucky ID. Because the next time I see you, I'm going to have to take you down to the station for not having no ID.
Yes, sir.
All right. He's free to go.
Okay.
Off to bed, boys. Good night, brother.
Yeah, also here would have your fake ID.
Well, he talked to me about his situation. He's going to get it resolved.
Okay. We're also charging him with prostitution.
Well, he told us that he was buying her, so she's selling herself to him. We didn't catch them doing it. We just know he's going to buy her.
Okay. Well,
We ain't done
at
it
this
yet.
at this point in time, you're gonna be under arrest, ma'am, for prostitution.
Baby, I'm sorry. I'll get you out of this. I promise.
Sir, back away.
I'll get you out of this. I promise.
Hey, okay.
I wonder if any of them even seen that.
Sir, can you hear me? Sir. What's your magic number, sir?
4. Hell, right back to the hospital. We got to switch pads again. Dude, he led me into saying that I was paying for you. Ex-Marine. My name's Jacob. I'm gonna keep the shirt on there, boys. Damn it. I don't even know what's in there. What is add-on pads? Soldiers? Layer 1, layer 2, layer 0. I'm about to go RP a heart attack scene. Like man at Horny's having a heart attack. I don't even think Horny's is even in here no more. Too much horny goat weed. Hold on a minute, boys. I'll be right back.
$918, is he here?
No.
Alfred?
Present.
Lick? I don't even know what the lick it, stick it. Oh,
What
that's.
the
Oh, look, he's in his car.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Uh,
This is big. This is.
Whoops.
Is this everybody?
That's it, Bobby.
It's Abner. I didn't want to bring him down here without.
Yeah, he's good. I told him.
Sorry, Jax.
All right, listen, everybody, listen up. So our radio system's down tonight. So let's not do no pursuits. Let's not do no big major calls, because we don't have the manpower for it tonight. Winters is not on. I mean, we're kind of limited on what we can do. I mean, if you all need us, you call the phone, I guess, because I don't know if CAD's working or not.
OOC.
Yeah,
Like
Skybox it or something like that.
Number.
Why don't you baboons get in a Discord call?
Well, that would be a good idea, but
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
we could. I mean, and then someone would have to create a push to talk only channel.
yeah. I think let's just keep it like it is for tonight. It's just tonight. We'll have Radio 6 tomorrow. No bad luck.
Yeah, we know what's wrong with it. It just can't get fixed till like 2, 3 in the morning.
But y'all can still do what all y'all do. Just act crazy and whatever.
I'm giving everybody here my phone number.
I should flashbang y'all.
Please don't.
Why would you do something like that?
That's awful, dude. It's terrible.
Now this is serious now.
is.
Y'all need to calm down.
Zach and Trooper
I
Marshall.
guess
That'd
Leo
be
exchanged phone numbers.
What
See
the
if they
hell?
can just call in
Hell.
through.
Siv's,
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay.
What the hell's going on?
By the way, you Civ, woman Civ. What's your name? Because I still have to charge you.
Woman, Sip.
Charge you. I don't know your name. I don't know your name.
Y'all,
I forgot my
everybody's
name.
Deep as
What the hell is going on?
we're kind of limited.
Shut up, fat ass.
Hey. Woman,
Hey,
Sip.
woman. No.
Oh!
Oh God.
I like how she just got jumped.
Oh, he's got a gun.
What is going on?
Put that pew pew away, man.
I dare you to chase me.
What's up, Jax? It's me.
Nothing much. I thought I heard you in here talking.
Oh, yeah,
Whose
dude.
number don't I have?
Hell
I
yeah,
don't know.
I didn't know you was on here, brother.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so
no.
confused right now, boys.
They just brought us down here to ask us to keep keep it not crazy. Where they
Let me.
I'm always crazy.
Wait, who?
Oh.
Oh, this is both y'all over here. Never mind.
I got Anthony's.
So they just don't want a bunch of wild shit going on there.
Yeah.
No chases, basically.
Sorry, Zach.
Hey, both
That's
y'all
fine.
have my number.
Where's Winters? Is he not getting on?
No, I guess.
No, Winters ain't getting on.
Oh.
Who else? Who's
Brent
Elio?
Nephew?
I don't have. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I think there's some people outside. Give me a sec.
What's your character's name again? Trenton?
Trenton.
Yeah, T-Seal.
Yeah, T-Seal.
How do I spell your last name?
S-E-A-L-E.
Run that by me one more time.
Why is this character walking like this?
Hit me with it one more time.
I go look at that.
But can you type your name in Skybox since I was never able to get it from you?
Oh, my bad. I honestly don't know what my name was.
It's
You can just make it Marcus Wilson.
S-E-A-L.
Oh, what the fuck?
Marcus wasn't being charged of prostitution.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That fucked him completely up.
What the fuck was up with that?
That way you got
Huh?
your paperwork straight.
Oh.
So that fucked you completely up.
That ain't very nice, old son.
You punched me first.
Do I have everybody?
God,
I have
no.
Dax, Michael,
Yeah.
Lieutenant, and then Anthony.
Oh my God.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop hitting at me. Jesus, bro.
What are you doing?
Who punched people?
That one.
Did everybody just ignore me getting the hail punched out of me just a minute ago? What are you doing, oh son? Did what?
Did you hear what was going on about briefing?
No.
Oh, we don't have radios tonight, so we can't do no really pursuits or no really big calls, and we really don't have the manpower for tonight.
So, okay. And I think Marcus said something about Winters isn't getting in tonight. Y'all all do?
I don't think so. I think
don't
this
think
is
he
all.
is. He would've
I
been
think
in
this is
already.
it.
When you say, okay, so I know that this morning Campbell and Winters was working on the radios.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it's
so-
not working. It can't get fixed.
So,
until like
the
3 in the
browser-
morning.
Oh,
The
okay,
browser is working,
Uh-huh.
but the in-game isn't. I feel like that it has something to do with like the ports, like in a README
Yeah,
somewhere.
it does. Because the port's
I had
coming
a
up as the
prompt.
wrong
I had a
port.
prompt pop up on my screen earlier that told me to enable the radio.
Yeah, that's like to give it access to your voice and stuff. But
I didn't know if maybe that had something to do with it or not.
no, that's just access to your voice. So you can
not
talk
all.
over it.
Okay.
But it's just like so it's not connecting to the dispatch server
right
because the port is wrong on it. So
I don't know if CAD's working or not. So for 911 calls,
CAD is working. CAD is
All right,
working just
good.
fine. It's just the radios.
Okay.
all right.
I would say
So
whenever you get in a traffic stop, actually use the CAD. I would say create a call.
I create a call, yeah, and then
Yeah.
put it in the skybox if you need assistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just call someone. That also works too. That's why we gave each other our numbers.
yeah,
That's
so me and Marcus will make sure that like the sibs don't get out of hand for you guys where y'all can't keep up with them. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, that's I appreciate it. Yeah.
I'll ban the fuck out of them.
Yeah, even if I have to, I will freeze somebody in their tracks so they cannot run from you.
Who has weather admin stuff?
I don't think that they've.
Mike might, but he doesn't know how.
What? No, they haven't unlocked it for me yet. I have to wait.
All right. Well, we'll just play the
So-
rain.
Play in the rain.
I need a rain uniform set up.
It's gonna be a long night, boys.
Hey, will you come
Oh,
over
you
and
bet.
help me set up my rain uniform then?
Yeah.
By the time you get it rain set up.
But
it's gonna
briefing's
be
over if y'all want to break off,
Okay,
hang
well,
out,
fuck you
chill,
then. Fuck
drink
you.
coffee.
All right, fellas.
I'm trying to get fisted.
All right, give
What you doing, Retro?
Some cuddles for my birthday.
I don't go nowhere, oh son.
Me neither.
We'll have to digitally
I
cuddle.
got a question.
All right. What's up?
Does LCSO have a rain uniform?
No, I just threw this on last night.
Okay. Then I guess I'm just gonna wear this.
About to say,
Yeah, I need a.
you guys
I
want
need
me
to start
to? I could
wearing
probably.
mine.
If you guys want me to, I could probably say something to like. Oh yeah, Winter said that y'all do. He's in my chat right now on Kick. He said y'all do have a winter uniform.
We do.
Okay.
Or not a winter. I'm sorry, a rain uniform.
Hold on, let me see if it's in our roster.
What the fuck is that, Marcus? That character looks like he pissed on himself.
We don't really know half the stuff we need that we got, so I do need.
So Winter said it'll be the KSP jacket. It's just a different texture. Oh, what is happening here?
Which one is the KSP jacket?
It should be under like. Hang on a minute.
Just so you know, you can jump through the wall of the sheriff.
This?
Should be number 1 through 5.
Oh, slow down, Pookie, down. What are you doing?
I can't see, white boy.
Bro, what are you doing?
Okay, yeah, and then like you
hold on.
just hit enter, and it changes like the patches. There you go.
Keep going, I'll tell you when it's right. That's it, no, that's it, ain't it?
There we go. Shit, I didn't even know we had that.
Winter said it's in jackets and overlays.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found it. It's
There you go.
Texture 5.
Oh, what number is it for shirts overlay?
2. Texture 5.
Oh, 2. Okay. Let me go all the way back down.
It is.
We'll
It could be
find shit
could be
on a
different for
pedal.
everybody depending on how they customize their ped.
Yeah, I always done mine through MP.
Not for me.
Yeah,
I
did
do
mine.
mine through the customized save. Character.
I did mine through MP, so mine would have been 5 like his too.
Well, that's a shitter on the critter right there. It's good to know.
Why isn't Winter's getting on personal?
I don't know.
All right.
Winners, they want to know if you're getting on.
Everybody's worried about him.
It's still raining.
He said I got to fix all the fucking problems.
It ain't on my end.
So I guess he's gonna go in. I guess he's going into the to like the database or whatever to fix the radio and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna go play.
Yeah. Well, I feel like
Yeah,
it
he
has
has
something to do
to
with the ports, because there was
There
a README or something in the server files for the T radio. And the port was wrong on it, like it was the original one instead of the one that you guys are using.
Oh.
So I don't know if it'll have something to do with that or what, but
I'm not very good when it comes to like development. I'm better at like direct relations, you know, talking to people and whatnot.
Yeah.
Them jackets and stuff do look pretty snazzy though.
Yeah, there's some that I've seen that I wish was ours, honestly.
Right. Get old Sheriff Roark to start talking to him about it.
Oh, dude. I know.
See if maybe he can get some like upgrades to his apartment or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Provided, I'm sure that, you know, if he gets the funds or whatever, or gets a big enough division.
Yeah, the more people, the more funding. That's how it should be.
I don't actually know how it works. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I would just assume that, but you know, assuming makes an ass out of me and you.
Oh yeah.
Dude, by the time I find this jacket, it's gonna be done raining, and I'll be mad.
Are you in jackets and overlays?
Yeah.
Or are you in shirts and overlays?
/ jackets. Like I'm using the customized saved fed menu, not the MP fed.
Ah.
Are you able to look? 103, I think that's you. Are you able to look? It should be. If you go into
What are you
there
looking for?
and go under the jacket you got on.
If you go to PED
It's number 2.
customization, yeah, but if you go to PED
It's number 2?
customization, it'll have a different number.
It always goes up or down one, so it's either number 1 or.
Yeah, that is true. So like if mine was 5, yours would be 4 or 6.
Yeah. All right.
Then you
Well, I'll
put
try
it
that.
under 6 times.
Oh, there we go.
There he is,
Number 3.
son.
There you go.
There she
There you
blows.
go, brother. It looks pretty cool too with that
Appreciate
vest
it.
and shit.
Oh, it does.
But yeah, man, we'll keep Sibs under control. You guys ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, I appreciate
If
it.
anything,
Better not. I'd
if
hate to have
anything,
chili whop one.
if y'all get any kind of calls or whatever, you'll get like made up scenes from us, like drinking and driving, like
Civil disputes.
civil dispute, like small shit like that, you know.
I appreciate it much. Very much.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, y'all enjoy your RP time, and we'll see you out there.
You as well, buddy.
That man timed him out for 1 minute because he got mad. Damn it, Winters. I was going to spawn a vehicle, but I have a spawned vehicle over here, so that's not necessary. Oh, and it drives me freaking insane you can't jump this wall.
If we need you, we'll activate you and you can come to me and mark you. I did not mean for that to happen at all. I did hit the brakes, dude. He just kept going. Fuck. Are you okay?
I'm good, dude.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean for none of that.
It's okay, bro.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
trying to drive by, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, you was sideways sliding towards a pole, and I was running off the road. This damn rain physics are like serious on these cars.
This is rain, dude.
I am so sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
I did clip that though. It was hilarious. Shit, boys. Back to the future. Hell yeah. You already know, son. Austin Dale's expensive ass fucking gas. God almighty, it's gonna cost me $312 to refuel this motherfucker? This man living off real life gas prices. Jeez. Exactly. $39 gallons, oh shun. Oh. Put that motherfucker up. I don't know how to put the bitch up. Oh, it's left bump, A, and right on the directional pad. Gas is expensive as fuck, son. I'm out of sight. Take a little trip around town. Oh my God! Hydroplaning! Oh fuck! Shit. I just want to see how much gas my car actually uses. So, like, from leaving that gas station, coming back to that gas station, how much is it going to use? $20 a gallon. Dude, what? Oh, fuck, my tire blew out. Just got it rough right now, boys. Dude. This rain is terrible. Realize that I haven't used a lot of gas. motherfucker still got pulled over. He drunk driving on a damn lawnmower.
What's up, brother?
There's cops everywhere up there, so I'd be careful if I was you.
That sounds about right.
I'm about to say, we can't get too out of hand in here tonight, though, because they said their radios are down right now. So they asked for, like, anything that happens, like, not to have, like, any, like, severe chases or nothing crazy like that. So I told them, I said, if we do scenes, we'll do scenes for, like, drunk driving, you know, car wrecks, stuff like that.
Sounds good to me.
All right, brother.
What do you want to get into, brother?
I'm probably about to go back into town, get me a lawnmower, and hit a cop car with it on accident.
Hell yeah.
We can break the law, but we can't make it like way too crazy. Like, there can't be no pursuits. Oh my God, dude. Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. There's a cop standing right over there and didn't even witness. They didn't even care that happened.
See what happened to you?
I fucking braked and died. Go tell that cop that I hit this pole head on and it threw me out the fucking windshield. Oh, what the fuck did I die again for?
I don't think he's doing so well, officer.
It's not looking like it.
Man. You're gonna be alright, Michael. You're gonna make it through it. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be just fine.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
A little.
He's a little bit okay, a whole lot of not okay.
Oh, God. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I gotta sit down.
I'm at 838 right beside the road.
I gotta sit, brother.
You're gonna paralyze yourself. Sit down.
You can't miss us. There's a sheriff deputy sitting up there.
Walking off, be a man. Shit.
Alright.
Walk it off and just collapse. Collapses from the pain.
I'm gonna break off the phone. I was supposed to have more units coming, but I guess I'm just going to send you to the hospital, buddy.
That's alright. My back hurts.
Alright, buddy. Hang on. We'll call EMS for you.
Alright.
You gonna do just as fine there, Michael. You'll be alright.
Alright, buddy. What's your magic number?
4. Oh. Well, My controller is vibrating up hell, Sean. I hit that motherfucker so hard, my controller won't stop vibrating. Where's that be a man guy when you need him? I met him. Check us out. I met him. He's a pretty cool dude, man. Real cool dude. Be a man. Man, hospitalized me for $0. Hell yeah. My goodness. All right, well, since the radios are messed up, and obviously there's not a lot going on inside of RP tonight, I'm probably going to do some staff work. So I'm probably going to go ahead and, like, end the live here. 'Cause I don't show, like, staff work on stream. What do you mean, what? I don't know what else to, I didn't know you boys was actively enjoying it. What am I supposed to do, Shane? LOL. You what? Hang on, I gotta grab an RC. Yeah, I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop off here, and I'm gonna go on there, and I'm gonna watch over the civs and make sure they don't do anything, you know, it's gonna get them in trouble. With that being said, I appreciate y'all coming through to the live stream, hanging out with me, chatting, talking, and whatnot. What staff work? It's basically where, like, I no clip and I spectate and I watch all the players to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and they're not causing too much of a ruckus when it comes to the characters that are at a disadvantage right now because of their radio not working. Yeah, basically. But, like, one that oh, so you just lurking then? That's what I'll basically be doing. I'll be editing a video while simultaneously lurking and keeping an eye on everybody. With Winters not being in there, and, you know, Campbell and all them not being in there, I figured that I should probably keep an eye on them. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all coming through and hanging out with me, talking to me, chatting, watching the videos with me and whatnot. I will be back tomorrow, oh son. And I love y'all. Don't pawn anything that don't belong to you. Don't microwave metal. And sign up on food stamps while you still can, boys. I will see y'all tomorrow.